This week we are borrowing an idea from my very dear French vloggy friend whose stuff I will link in the description. She hasn't done one of these since I think November or September, but she used to do this monthly thing on her vlog channel that she called the Culture Feature, and that was basically just her way of saying, here are the books, movies, TV shows, music, whatever that I'm really into right now. This seems like a pretty appropriate thing for us to steal, especially since the amount of time that we spend talking about certain TV shows and books represents a pretty unequal sample of what it is that we're actually watching or reading or whatever. While I appreciate that my friends know to send me pictures of awful 50 Shades related things that they happen upon in stores, there is sort of a moment where you kind of take a look at your life and ask yourself how you became the friend that they associate with 50 Shades. So we're gonna do this probably every season. Every month is just way too often. I will probably talk a lot more about TV in the fall video because that's when everything is coming back. Over the summer, So You Think You Can Dance pretty much runs my life. I think I mentioned that show in the TV versus books video as well because I really freaking love it. It's just summer reality show goodness. My other recent obsession and show that I don't understand what I'm gonna do with my life until it comes back is The Americans. I dearly hope that Carrie Russell and Matthew Rhys both pick up Emmy nominations for their roles on this show because they're just awesome. It's the story of these KGB spies in the early 80s who get sent to America to live basically as Americans. They have kids who have no idea that their parents are spies. That's how deep in it they are. Their kids were born and raised in this country and they identify as Americans, whatever. And there are a lot of interesting tensions around that sort of relationship between the parents who obviously have this very deep sense of commitment and attachment to their mother country, which they cannot actually share with their children. There are just so many layers to the story too, so many different things going on. It's great because it's this spy show and it has all of this sort of suspenseful stuff going on, but ultimately the core of what's happening, the true sort of essence of the show, the thing that I love most about it, is the relationship between this married couple. I watched the show shortly before the finale aired, basically the weekend before I watched episodes 1 through 12, and then made myself sick with anxiety in the couple days that I waited for the finale to air. So if you're looking for a show to binge on, it's only 13 episodes, it won't take you very long, and I highly recommend it. I don't know if I'm just on some sort of subconscious spy kick, but the book that I read most recently is Codename Verity. This book, I can't even with how much I love this book. I can't actually tell you anything about it. Non-spoilery things that I can tell you is that it is about two women during World War II. They are in the military and they are best friends. I guess it's classified as YA. It gets a little bit graphic for a young adult novel in my personal opinion, but I really truly enjoyed it. I am always a supporter of things in the YA genre that are either best friend relationships or family relationships rather than romantic relationships. That is definitely a vlog topic for another week. Anyway, this book was incredibly well written and I read it about a week ago and I still have all of those feelings of I left my best friends behind in here and I miss them and I just wanna, I miss them. And that is all that I have to talk about today. I'm sure there are other movies and TV shows and things that I could be talking about, but that is all that comes to mind. Lorraine, I cannot wait to hear all of your exciting suggestions on Friday. What are words?